public test branch got quite a big of an update the other day, and today we're breaking it down. This includes new skins, new animations, a lot of combat changes, and a lot of game changes and fixes as well to come from the latest update. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. The biggest and most important thing is some of the dinosaur changes. Now, there is also a big changelog that I'm going to be going over for combat fixes, but these are the general dinosaur changes that were in this update. So, Deinonychus got a brand new sensibility. This is called Scout. This grants a speed increase when you are in a group. Additionally, lightweight scales no longer reduces your combat weight. And also, for Latanovenatrix and Deinonychus, the bleed was removed from their bite attacks, which is unfortunate, but now you cannot heavily bleed out dinosaurs, and it seems the focus for you now will be on your Raptor's strikes ability. That seems to be where the combat is at. That being said, for Megalania, they've buffed the bite damage, which I'm not too sure what the variable is there, but their stamina runtime buff has been increased, so stamina is now from 1 minute and 2 seconds to 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So this is the same as Albertoceratops, Anodontosaurus, Deinonychus, and Ceratosaurus, roughly. Both Raptor's strikes and Claw Barrage have received updates as well. They both stack to 65 damage max, so that means Claw Barrage has been nerfed from 85 to 65, and Raptor's strike has been buffed from 55 to 65 on the live branch, pretty much. Daspletosaurus's bite cooldown reduced to 1.5 seconds, and the bite and heavy bite cooldowns are now unlinked, so you can kind of interlock them, so to say. For traction, balanced tail, gripping claws, and balanced legs, the nerf from their live branch values is 15% for both balanced abilities, 20% for traction, and 10% for all. So all of them essentially go from 15% or 20% respectively, and they just go on a wide nerf where they do 10% as a flat value. Traction still has a 30% nerf to stamina recovery rate, however, so do bear that in mind. For Eotriceratops, stomp cooldown is unlinked from the headbutt, and for booking, they've buffed stamina drain from booking for latched opponents, which is really good because it used to take ages to unlatch someone. Anyways, those are those changes. Now let's showcase some new skins and abilities for us to sink our teeth into. So, Ceratosaurus, I'm just diving right into this, has a new skin, and this is a brand new default skin, and it looks very nice. It's a lot plainer, whites and greys, but it actually looks really nice overall. I like the skin a lot more than the other default Ceratosaurus skin. That's probably just because I've gotten used to that skin. Daspletosaurus has received a new default skin as well, although this looks very similar to the live branch default skin. I'll put a comparison of both of the skins on the screen when I talk about them, so you can see the difference between the old and the new, and then to let me know which one is best. However, we also have some new sit and sleep animations and poses for some of the dinosaurs. Alioramus, Allosaurus, Anodontosaurus, and Ceratosaurus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bundle them all together and then show them off in a comparison for you guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. These changelogs are massive, and we're going to be going over one at a time for all of them. And what I'll do is I'll go over the rough stuff and have the whole thing on the screen so you can have a look at it all. That way, pause the screen, whatever you want to do. If you want to read some of the stuff, there's a lot to go over, so I'm going to try not go over every single one of them. For Pounce and Clamp, they fixed teleporting when clamped while being attached, fixed infinite stamina drain when clamping a dinosaur that has the home cave buff, fixed for Clamp and Pounce ignoring the home cave buff, fixed for dinosaurs being able to create a dino centipede with the latching mechanic, which I don't know why you fixed that, because I want to see that happen. That is the best thing ever to exist, and like, why patch that? Why? I want to see Dino Centipede. They've fixed Sarko's asphyxiating bite, taking away stamina and oxygen after patch while they have home cave buff active. Fixed admin commands combined with Clamp to obtain oversized/undersized characters. Fixed Uranosaurus pouncers taking more stamina with each consecutive pounce. Very interesting there. Now let's move to combat stuff. For the combat stuff, there is a lot here. With Tyrant's Roar no longer being interruptible, updated the bleed amounts of Uranosaurus attacks based on growth stages, fixed Uranosaurus sleeping and sitting, stamina recovery not being consistent for all growth stages, and there's a lot. So I'm going to go over my favourite ones here. Dasplito bite cooldown reduced to 1.5 seconds, all bites no longer share the same cooldown, adjusted text for various turning abilities to make them accurate to their given percentages, balanced tail, gripping claws, balanced limb, and traction, all of those have been changed. Lambeosaurus kick now allowed when carried. Slight Latin and Deinonychus raptor strikes damage increase. Increased booking stamina drain. Adjusted Cerato balance tail to 10% increase instead of 15% increased. Fixed players can attack other players while on the loading screen. Rearranged the Metriacanthosaurus vocal slot ability order to solve Metriacanthosaurus call ability. Gets removed at adolescent stage if reloaded. So there's a lot more there as well. Let me know which one out of all of these is your favorite. Some of them I actually mentioned earlier, and that's why I was trying not to cover them ones. But now let's move to the other fixes, which is a mix of other fixes, UI and admin stuff. So this is general stuff really, a mix of UI, other fixes and server admin stuff. So for the other fixes, they've added new underwater shader effects, fixed Spinosaurus using swim idle animation instead of swim forward animation when swimming with precise movement. They've fixed Gondwar accidentally using the wrong grass type for Grand Plains/grassy areas. They should look the same as they were before. Fixed cattail foliage collisions, fixed juvenile Eotrike makes adult sounds in some situations. Updated Daspletosaurus eye texture to be a bit brighter. Dasplito and Cerato got new default skins, fixed fish getting stuck at Young Grove, and fixed ability cooldowns persisting through death. For UI and control fixes, this is some kind of boring stuff really, but if you're still here, hello, how are you doing? Let me know how your day's been. But now, let's get into the UI and control fixes. They've fixed device controllers not being able to change the time of day, fixed Kyreki and Uranosaurus having the same subspecies names, adult default fallback to server map if nothing is supplied instead of crashing, fixed player name list in social menu too small, fixed friends list does not properly split request friends and mutes, fixed leaving home cave via home cave rock with controller engages auto run, joining a server now default hides server password input, adding a show password checkbox, fixed ability icon remains enlarged after changing menus, fixed switching between growth enabled and disabled game modes giving low health, fixed editing character from character select screen remains adult after exiting the editor, fixed a new growth stage reached pop-up text bleeding out of its frame when the application is localized in French. I don't know what that bug was, but for the French people, you've got that now. Pumpkin, if you're watching this, you baguette, yeah, you now have that fix. I bet you're happy. Now for the server admin stuff, they fixed to invalid mods blocking server loads, added login for player bans and kicks with the admin name who performed the action as well. So that's the rough overview of the latest public test branch update. Let me know your thoughts about all of this and what do you think about these new default skins and animations. Let me know what you think, and yeah, as always guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.